Hi everyone, and welcome back to Life with Chels. I'm really excited about today's video. As you all know, it is now officially June, which what does that mean? Summertime, which I love summer, don't get me wrong, but there's bathing suits and there's pictures and there's pool parties, and there is a higher need to look really good without clothes on, right? I mean with clothes, with bathing suits. In the winter, we can still look thin, we can do our thing, but if we have some cheat meals, if we have some extra carbs, it doesn't really matter because we have a hoodie on. But it is almost summer. Is it almost? It is summer. It is summer now. I think June is summer. But for me, like summery things don't start coming up until like mid-July. So for me, it's about a month and a half until I need to like be like, oh shoot, I'm gonna be in a bikini, I'm gonna be in Vegas, I'm gonna be at a pool party, and I wanna look my best or feel my best. So this video, I'm gonna kind of go over how I edit my typical food routine when I'm prepping for like the summer bod. So obviously my diet is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with my diet typically. I'm not sitting here saying I eat unhealthy on a typical day or I eat fattening. That's not it. I just have learned my body, and I've learned that all like the almond butters, the nut butters, the grains, the rices, all that, totally fine, and I totally need all of that, and I love it, and I don't like to deprive myself, but it is gonna kind of keep that little bit of extra on. So in the summer prepping time, I like to cut all those things, stick to proteins, veggies, fruits, stuff like that. That's gonna help show my stomach, abs a little more, lean out, just defluff a little if that makes sense. I also edit how I season things, the amount of everything. Pretty much I just up the protein, up the veggies, decrease on like the grains, the rices, the butters. By butters, I mean like nut butters, not butter, because I don't eat butter. But anyways, let's just stop jabbing. Let's get right into it. Let's start off with what I had this morning. I can't wait. This should be fun. Hopefully it's something you guys are interested in. Hopefully some of you are working toward a summer bod with me because I don't want to do this alone. So can some of you like cut out rice with me, please? Thanks.
Just let us keep on with the bright guys.
Morning smoothie time. This is a morning protein smoothie. To start off, we're gonna do 8 ounces of almond milk, 1 full banana, protein powder, moringa vegetable powder to get some superfoods in the morning. And to give it a little flavor and fun in the morning, I'm going to add a little bit of cacao nibs just for texture and a little more of a rich flavor, making it seem more like a treat. We're going to add the important part, the fruit. You can do any kind of frozen fruits. This is a Costco blend of different antioxidant fruit and vegetables. Then some added ice. I usually do about 2 cubes of ice. And that's actually all I put in the smoothie. When it's summer bod time, I try to keep out the almond butters, out the fats. I try to not put in nuts or anything like that. I'm trying to cut the carbs, cut the fats, and do it more simple, fruit, vegetable, and get my protein in. Normally when it's not summer, I would have some noodles or some rice in this, but since I'm trying to cut back on my carbs since it is summer, I'm just gonna do a bunch of veggies, and I still need to get protein, so I'm gonna add some tofu. In here I have asparagus, Brussels sprouts, and bell peppers. And in order for this to just cook correctly, I'm gonna add just a tad of some oil. And once they're a little bit more cooked, I'll add in the tofu and the seasoning. But now I'm getting lots of colors. You want all your meals to be colorful, and you're getting vegetables. It's a good portion size, and I'm gonna get my protein with my tofu. And I try to get my protein and veggie meal for lunch, and then later tonight I'll most likely have a salad. And for the portion size of this, it's really, really firm and really, really dense. So I'll probably do about 1/3 of the brick for this lunch. Now you'll see it's starting to look like a lot of food, but for my lunch is when I try to have the biggest portion. I'm gonna start adding in some of the seasoning. To start off the seasoning, I'm gonna use organic miso. I love this in any kind of vegetable stir fry. It's delicious. To start off with, I'm gonna use about a tablespoon. Then to start giving it some juice, I'm gonna add a little bit of soy sauce. And you could leave it with just the soy sauce and miso. I like this soy ginger sauce from Whole Foods. I'm gonna add a little bit of that on the tofu. I think this is ready to eat. This looks amazing. Now it's my favorite part, eating it. I love anything that has like Asian seasoning. You can put it on newspaper and I'd eat it. So good, but this is perfect because I'm still working out a ton, probably double because I'm trying to get that summer bod life, you know what I mean? And so the tofu with the high protein that I showed you is perfect for that. Totally getting satisfied. It's delicious. I don't feel like I'm depriving myself. It's amazing. I mean, would I like some rice in here? Totally, but I'll be fine. Totally worth it. So good. Okay, so I finished that stir fry and it was delicious. But I think just because I'm on like a diet or I'm trying to clean up my eating, I think that forces me to have more cravings. Like, do you guys ever experience that? Like, if you can't have rice or you're trying to cut out bread, you've never wanted bread more just because you can't have it. So I finished that and I'm just sitting there like, I want more. Now I'm like having cravings. So I'm trying not to ignore those because I want this to last a good month and not to burn out after like 1 week of trying to have no carbs. I'm having a little bit of like a sweets craving. So I went in my freezer and I got this dark bark. This is 80% dark chocolate, sea salt, and almond. Delicious. So I just grabbed literally 2 little pieces just so I'm not depriving myself. Gonna eat these and it's already making me feel better. Sometimes you just need a snack. Like if you feel like something didn't satisfy you, go have a little bite of something else and it'll feel better. Checking back in, it is now 5:22. I've had a very long day. It's been actually a crazy day watching my nephew and taking Miso to the vet and just so much drama llama. I'm starving, so I'm gonna go ahead and make dinner right now. Tonight we are going to a friend's house for their mom's birthday. They're probably making some kind of dinner. Most of the time I would just go and figure out something vegan to eat. I can always create something out of the meal, but because I'm trying to do this more like refined low carb diet, I'm gonna go ahead and just make a salad before I go. That way I'm full, and if I feel like having a little snack there or something, that's totally fine. But that way if they don't have options without carbs, I'm not starving or forced to eat it or tempted to eat it.
We fight and make love at the same time. Would you break up just because I told you?
Do you guys like that the whole beginning of the day I had really ugly nails, and at some point when I was bored today I painted my nails, so now the rest of the video won't be gross chipped nails. And do you like this angle? It's really good. I really like my all day face of never getting ready. Anyways, I'm being weird. Now my nails are done. That's my point. Woo! I should have done this to begin with since you guys were seeing my hands the whole beginning of the video, but now they look better. Okay, I have everything set out, so let's just get this started. I'm gonna start off with our lettuce. I like to mix all kinds of different dark greens. I usually do baby spinach, baby arugula, and baby kale. All baby, because I like babies. But today we're gonna do half baby spinach, half baby arugula. And then the next tip, if you guys saw my last Instagram post, I like to massage my greens, which means I just kind of crunch them and literally just rub them and like crunch them. And what this does is it kind of starts the digestion process. Sometimes greens and their like waxy covering is kind of hard for our body to digest. So by breaking it like this, it kind of starts the process of oxidizing the first layer, and it just makes it easier for us to digest. So I recommend doing that. Now we have our lettuce. Let's go on to toppings, shall we? I usually do whatever toppings are in my fridge, to be honest. I kind of just look in there and go, that should taste good, that should taste good, that should taste good, and I just kind of do it. So first, I'm just gonna throw some raspberries on, maybe some blueberries. And there's really no way to go wrong with a salad. You could add whatever you have in your fridge. Salads are amazing when you're trying to use the rest of your groceries. I love doing it like that. How about some tomatoes? For the tomatoes, they're already all pre-washed, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut them in half on the plate. And I love when my food is a bunch of different colors. This makes me so happy. I think I mentioned that with the stir fry earlier too. I love when it starts just looking really colorful because then you know you're getting different aspects of the health rainbow. Now let's do some crunch, shall we? I'm gonna do some sunflower kernels, yum. Then I saw these in my cabinets and I thought they'd be fun. These are from Trader Joe's. These are just beets chips. And along with that, just reminded me I have fresh beets in my fridge. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab 2 fresh beets. What else do we need? Aha, protein. I have the end of a smoked salmon that was like a black pepper smoked salmon. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the last third of that on here and it's gonna be perfect. And you can give your dogs your salmon skin. Miso, try it. Now that is all on there, these are the 2 dressings I use. I wanted to show you both. This is a poppy seed vegan dressing. This is like my favorite. Let me see if I can focus. I love this dressing. It's not like the utmost healthy, but it's so good. And it'll make me like even the healthiest salads. If I put that on it, I'm a happy camper. And then another thing I like to do is I actually like to use organic tahini and just drizzle that on top. I think I'm gonna do that today. Kind of have to mix that top oil around. And tahini is amazing. You can even make a dressing with tahini where you can do like tahini, olive oil, lemon, some salt and pepper, and make your own dressing. But I'm a lazy girl, and I will just drizzle it just like this because it's delicious. And I'm way too lazy to do that whole thing that I just explained, even though it sounds really easy. The dressing's on. My last little finishing touch is gonna be some vegan cheese. This one is vegan ricotta from Kite Hill. So good. You can literally just scrape it with a fork and you see how it just kind of crumbles off. And you can just shake the crumbles into the salad. It's amazing. And if you're an extra cheesy lover like me, there's some vegan Parmesan.
Give me a chance to make it right.
Now, if I'm like really good, that'll be the last meal of the day. But I'll probably be up late at this shindig I'm going to tonight, and I'll probably have some snacks there or bring some snacks with me. If that happens, I'll touch base again and show you what I have. Last update of the day. It's like 10:30 at night. I just got back from our friend's house, and I broke these out of the freezer, and I'm finishing off the bag. There's like crumbs in there, and I'll probably drink some almond milk with that. At the party, I had a coffee when I brought my own dairy-free half and half creamer. While everyone had drinks, I had coffee. You'd be very proud. So yes, after you saw the salad, I still had coffee, these, and now I'm gonna go to bed. So that's the whole day. Thanks so much for watching. I will keep more of these kind of videos coming if you like them. Give this video a like if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you like my channel. And I think I wanna do more like this. Like I like what I eat in a day because it switches up, but I definitely go through trends. So I can do more of these if you want me to. Anyways, that's it. Off to eating these little powdery pieces. Good night.